Hello, Nick here with the Tipsy Tarot, and today we are going to be doing a walkthrough of the Baroque Tarot. I am super excited because not only do I have the standard Baroque Tarot, but I just got in the Deluxe edition. We're also going to be doing a walkthrough of the other deck that Mustapha made, and that is called the Naked Truth Tarot. So going right into it, we're going to be looking at side-by-sides of the original Baroque Standard First Edition Tarot, and then we're going to be looking at the Deluxe version side by side. Looking at the boxes already, the Baroque Standard Tarot box is just a little bit wider, but either way, they are both very sturdy. Going with the standard, it is a two-piece box. The back does show that it's first edition, and it says an exquisite journey through Baroque art. So it says that on both sides. And then, as you can see, the Deluxe edition does have a little bit of a sheen to it too. So there is some gold foiling around the frame, the lettering, and the parts that say Deluxe edition, while this just stays matte in a normal print. Going with opening it up, the standard edition has a two-piece box, and inside it says, "May this tarot deck bring you many years of fun readings. Love, Mustapha." While the Deluxe edition, and the reason why is because it is a magnetic flip top. So it also says the same thing on the flip top. So going with the deck itself, with the standard edition, beautiful gold foiling on the backing right there. You also have some shiny gold edges as a gilding, so absolutely gorgeous on that. And then going with the Baroque Deluxe, the backings are the same. Has the gold foiling on the back as well. I do want to let you know that this Deluxe edition does have a texture to it. So I am getting the feel that it is going to be more of a linen finish. There is that nice texture, which to me is a very good quality deck when it, has that interesting linen texture to it. Also has some gold foiling, and is, as if you can see side by side, the standard edition is way more chunkier than the Deluxe. Look at that difference. It's almost 3/4 of the standard size. So it is a lot heftier, but you can tell that this is a very good, they're both really good quality decks, but this one is, with the texture of the linen and for it being thinner, has a really good bounce back. It is like flips right back to it, as if it's kind of similar to a it's not just made out of cardstock, maybe that plastic in a way, but very good quality overall. The standard edition does have a really beautiful bounce back as well. So either way, whatever you choose, they're both fantastic quality decks. Going with the guidebooks look like as if they're going to be similar. You can tell that on the standard, the picture is a lot darker than the Deluxe. I feel as if they kind of enhance the brightness and exposure. It is going to be in black and white, but it is pretty... there's a lot of meanings in here. There is a lot of information. So it does tell you temperance and a little bit about temperance. So represents balance, moderation, and patience. It signifies the middle path, blah, 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 blah. You have the keywords of what it means on upright and in reverse. And then it does show meanings upright and reverse to explain more about each card. So that is very, very, helpful, especially for a lot of beginners out there that want to learn tarot. This guidebook is really going to go into depth. Going with the Deluxe edition, same thing, same guidebook all around, but very informative. It might not be big, it's more of that pocketbook size, but I do want to let you know that overall, it's packing some really good information for you. So really good for beginners as well. Going with the decks themselves, even though I'm saying that the guidebooks are perfect for beginners, I think that these tarot decks are going to be good for about intermediate to expert tarot readers. The reason why is because not everything picture-wise is going to represent a Rider-Waite-Smith, a Pip, or the Thoth. So I do want to point that out, that this artwork is definitely thought through to make that understand each card correctly in each suit, but going as intermediate and expert, I honestly do feel as if that might be appropriate for all of you. You do have all the 4 symbols on the Magician. This is a gorgeous deck. So it's going to give you Renaissance vibes. I also really get like ancient Roman Catholicism going on, like the old style Roman Catholic religion. I do want to kind of point out too that even though the standard and the deluxe both have that gold foiling as the borders and the letterings, and just the cardstock is different, but I do see that the pictures are just a tad bit more enhanced. As you can see here on the Hermit, it's a little bit darker in the background here. And then you can see, and then you can see in the Hermit on the Deluxe, you can see a little bit more, less shadows and a little bit more of what the texture of that background is. So the Wheel of Fortune, there we go, a little different, which I did read up on that they did. There are a couple cards that are going to be a little different. But the Hangman, very beautiful. You can kind of tell that the coloring is just a tad bit more realistic and vibrant in the Deluxe, but not that big of a change where you would ever notice if you were just quickly flipping through. So absolutely love Temperance. I think Temperance might be my favorite card. Here you have the Devil. Yeah, the colors are just a tad bit different. I feel like the Deluxe is just a little bit more clearer. You can kind of look at both of those, the star card right there, right? And it just looks a little bit more clear on the Deluxe. But overall, size-wise, they are identically the same size. The same backings. There's really not that much big of a difference, although it's just the quality of the card stock. I do want to point out that we do have some different cards as well. So if you are a tarot collector, definitely get both. You have the Visionary in the standard, you have the Happy Squirrel in the Deluxe. You have the Maestro in the standard, you have the Quill in the Deluxe. And then we go into the Ace of Wands. Very gorgeous deck. This is definitely something that you would want to collect. If you are like me and you like to purchase 2 copies, you can see, look at the quality difference, the color difference. Maybe if I put it down, you can see a little better, because I know that might focus a little weird if I kind of bring it up, but there's just a tad bit of a different quality to them, color-wise. A little bit more vibrant. But overall, I do want to say that it does follow the Rider-Waite-Smith very well, but there is a couple pip situations in here as well, which, not saying that's a bad thing, but if you are someone that reads Rider-Waite-Smith, you are going to be able to read this deck with ease. I think that this is a perfect deck for you to, like, look at 2 of coins, basically the same thing. You will have no problem being confused on which card is what and which suit is what. It is pretty straight to the point. But overall, okay, you can kind of see like it's a little bit more vibrant down there too. And it could just be the cardstock too, you know? That matte linen cardstock probably brings out a little bit more color. Her dress is a little bit more yellow, while it's more like mustardy in this one. But you'll easily be able to understand this deck. The 10 of coins. I love that. I just love the fact that it does give this Renaissance feel, this Roman Catholic style to it as well. Especially from coming back from Italy and going to the Duomo Cathedral and going to the Vatican. I will say that there's a lot of this artwork, and nothing is more beautiful than this old ancient artwork from, you know, Michelangelo creating paintings. And I mean, that's the feel that you are going to get from this deck. The Baroque Tarot is purely gorgeous. I have never seen besides the Aphrodite deck, which is probably similar to the Naked Truth, which we'll be showing you next. I honestly think that this is a one of a kind. There's nothing similar to this. There is a great feel to it. It follows the Rider-Waite-Smith very closely. Hint pip, but not too pippish at all. But, you know, like this might be a little pippish, but you can understand what the Seven of Cups is, right? Like, it's kind of pip, but it's not, because in the Rider-Waite-Smith, the Seven of Cups are going to have the Seven of Cups. And then if you can see, there's like little symbols in there from the Seven of Cups. So just absolutely gorgeous deck. Perfect as a collector's item. Perfect to read with if you follow the Rider-Waite-Smith. It is, I might have to buy myself a couple more copies. And the insane thing is, if you did back the Baroque Tarot, you were able to get the Deluxe for like $40. It was wild. And I also got this gorgeous tarot mat to go with it. So I did get a tarot mat. I can open it up if you want. I did purchase the Baroque Tarot bag as well, but I do want to say that Baroque just must be the entire thing, because it is the Naked Truth. So it says your Naked Truth. So even though this came with the Baroque Deluxe Tarot that I just got in, it is for the Naked Truth, or they are showing you your Naked Truth. Or maybe the fact that your tarot deck is his tarot decks are the Naked Truth. I do feel as if these cards are going to give you a straight to the point reading. Probably be a little vulgar. I do feel as if the reading that you are going to get from this is going to be like cut to the chase. No bullshit. Let's just tell you what you need to know, and it might hurt as well. So very, very gorgeous decks. Absolutely love that. So I'll put this away, and we're going to get into the Naked Truth. So also by Mustapha. This is also the first edition. I will put down Mustapha's information as well. So it does say the Baroque Tarot on there. And it says the Naked Truth. And then on the back it says, because there's nothing more beautiful than a human body on a canvas. So that is absolutely true as well. Like I said before, when I went into Italy and went to the Vatican Museum and, you know, the cathedral, naked, you know, there's tons of naked body portraits and paintings, and they're everywhere. And the art itself is just absolutely gorgeous. So, you know, you can't really, it's breathtaking. So again, I believe this is probably going to be the same guidebook as the Baroque Tarot. It's showing you the keywords, a little information about it, the meaning on the upright, and the meaning reverse. So basically the exact same guidebook that you're going to get from the Baroque Tarot, you're going to get in the Naked Truth Tarot. Going with the Naked Truth, I absolutely love these cards. In the inside of this box, which is a two-piece, it says, in nudity, we find the unspoken truth of existence, a candid dance of light and shadow revealing the soul's rawest form. It's just artistic. The poem, the quote, whatever you want to call it, it's so artistic. The backing is the same as the Baroque Tarot, which I will show you again so you can kind of see, but with different colors. You have some blue in here, you have some clouds, very more feminine than the Baroque is. It has this rose gold / pinkish foiling to it, and I do want to let you know that this like linen texture is the same as the deluxe edition. Absolutely beautiful. It's a lot thinner, it's not a chunkier deck, and it has that linen matte finish, so very, very similar to the deluxe edition of the Baroque. But look at that Fool. You got the dog down below. This also gives you Renaissance vibes, Roman Catholic. This is not safe for work. There's definitely nudity involved, but that is the artwork that we have known before, you know. Sorry for pausing. Like I said, Michelangelo, like he painted a lot of nudity, and if you've ever been to the Vatican, someone repainted just kind of like this and put like black cloths over his entire mural that he made. So, you know, this is interesting. So the Tower card. So I cannot remember for the life of me what this movie's called. I am a horror movie fan. I believe it's from The Nun, but I cannot be fully sure. But there is a picture that they put on the projector screen in this movie, and they're in a classroom, and this projector screen, you know, is being used, and they turn to the projector screen, and it's the same picture every single time. And it has that Roman Catholic look to it, painting, and it's about heaven and hell, and there's a soul rising. And if anyone that's watching this video can tell me what movie it's from, because I really want that portrait hanging in my wall, because I think it's beautiful. You had like hell down here, you had or purgatory, and then you had heaven, there was hell down below with demons, and then you had a soul kind of rising. And that's what you kind of see in this one. This is very similar to the Michelangelo part of a portrait, which there are people who have passed that are going to hell, but are trying to fight to go to heaven, but yet they have to go to hell. And right here, you can tell that this card is nothing but chaotic. And that's what the Tower card is, right? It is completely chaotic. You never know what you're going to get from the Tower card. And I don't know about you, but the Tower card does not come out as much as other cards do. You have the Gathering, the Enchantress, and then we go into more minor. So they did add some cards to both the Baroque, and each Baroque was different, and then you have these, which are totally two different ones as well from the Baroque. That is very, very beautiful. You have the Ace of Wands, Two of Wands. So again, I feel as if the Naked Truth Tarot is going to be definitely for intermediate to expert tarot readers, just because as you are looking at this deck, it doesn't really follow the Rider-Waite-Smith, Thoth, or, you know, a Pip style in any way, shape, or form. There is a little bit going on, like I said, just a little bit, but overall, the pictures are not going to really mirror the Rider-Waite-Smith or other styles. Now you got the infinity sign there, so you can kind of get it, Two of Coins, but if you look, there's many people here, but that's, I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. So that's why I always say, you know, some cards are a little bit harder to understand than others if you are reading them to people or for yourself. But definitely more intermediate to expert. But overall, it is just absolutely gorgeous. The artwork, the feel of the cards. These cards are going to hold up very well. We will see how the Gilded Edges does, because when you have a shiny Gilded Edge like that, it does rub off. But overall, I mean, it is a very stunning deck. Has that feminine vibe to it. There's a lot of love in this. There's darkness. There's disturbance. There's truth. It's going to, if you read people with this or yourself, you're going to get some straight to the point answers as well. Whenever I see like provocative pictures, I do think that the reading is going to be a lot different than it would be if you were reading with a cartoon deck or something a little bit more softer. I call it the nitty-gritty decks. Oh, look at that 10 of Cups. Wow, that's nice. Page of Cups. You will definitely use your intuition with these cards. I feel like it's going to expand your intuition if you use these cards. And that is the absolute gorgeous Naked Truth Tarot. Wow. These cards are absolutely gorgeous. If you are wanting to collect tarot decks, these are definitely tarot decks that I would collect. If you are someone that wants to read or expand your knowledge intuitively, if you are an intermediate or an expert, these are going to be decks for you if you are wanting to read with that. Overall, I have never seen any tarot decks that have this style and have this much beauty as these two. So thank you so much for watching. Please make sure that you like, follow, and subscribe to my channel to stay updated on later videos. We'll see you on the next one. Bye, everyone.